Greetings and welcome, dudes and dudettes. It is yours truly, Light Liger, the crypto enthusiast, once again here, and today I'm going to be starting a new video series where I will be exploring different types of altcoin projects out there. And I will be explaining to you on my best ability what is the coin about. What is the way to mass adoption? What are the aspects that make the coin unique? Its team, project, distribution model, marketing plans, the algorithms, the scripts, everything like that. Everything you need to know that make it unique. And I will be mostly focusing on those unique projects, things that are kind of outside of top 100, things that are not really getting any exposure whatsoever, even though kind of being unique and interesting type of coin projects. And we're going to be starting out with a coin that I've been acquainted with for some time right now, and it's called Banano. Ban is the initials. And this was created back in April 2018. It is a fork out of Nano. It has all the same capabilities as Nano has. And Nano has a very, very large fan base. And for a reason, because it has three core elements that make it very, very interesting and very, very powerful cryptocurrency. One of them is that Banano and Nano are feeless. So when I send, like, let's say 5 cents in Bitcoin, I might actually pay the same amount in the transaction cost. Same with Ethereum. So the transaction cost with Bitcoin and Ethereum and some other coins can be actually quite large. And this is very unideal for people living in third world countries and want something that is, well, a lot more inexpensive, because that's kind of the idea of cryptocurrency, to remove a lot of those fees out of the system so it doesn't become as expensive as sending money out of a bank to another to pay for the transaction. The other aspect is that it's instant, but obviously instant doesn't mean like the TPS is 5 million. It's more so that, at least on the Nano's page, they claim to be 1,000 times faster than Bitcoin, which would roughly put them on 7,000 TPS. And that is a very large. I think Visa is doing 2,000 or 20,000 transactions per second. So it is nearly instant. So if I'm trying to send Banano to my friend from my Kalium wallet on my phone, it is pretty much instant. It will come there directly. It's very, very fast. And basically, there are a lot of coins that are kind of slow. Bitcoin comes into my mind. I don't think that basically a lot of the other coins are that slow. But then again, like when the user base grows, those low transaction per seconds, let's say there's a 50 TPS, that might actually maybe quite slow if there's billion users sending, on a daily basis. So basically, the scalability is something that Banano and also Nano can provide. And obviously, the third and one of the most unique aspects about Banano is DAG, Directed Acyclic Graph, which is a basic architecture where each user basically possesses their own blockchain. And I can't really go on full-on geek on you, explain what that essentially means, but this probably ties into a lot to why the system is feeless and instant. And then raises the question, well, why buy Banano if you can get Nano instead, which has higher value right now? Banano is like top 1,000, top 900 right now, and Nano is like top 50. Well, to answer that question, Banano has a lot more different type of distribution model compared to Nano, which some people were criticizing quite a lot, that it wasn't fair and it was a bit sketchy. Like, we don't really know who owns the Nano, who are the sharks and the whales in the Nano community, basically, because the Faucet distribution was a bit sketchy. And Banano's distribution model is very interesting because they are using multiple sources to get Banano. So for instance, they have a lot of faucets. They have these sort of game faucets, which are basically very protective away from the bots, so you can't really cheat on them, to be honest. And recently they also opened 2 miners. So one miner is basically Banano mining pool, where you are contributing to a scientific research by with your CPU miner, which is done through your browser. They also have another Banano miner, which is basically mining web chain, and instead you will be getting a certain amount of Banano. Banano is obviously not a coin that was mined, it was already created in the beginning, and basically it's the community or the community heads who own the coin and been distributing it. They have very, very many tip bots. So they have a tipping bot in Reddit, they have a tipping bot in Telegram, they have a tipping bot in Discord, and there's a lot of rains and tippings going on these platforms on a daily basis. So if you just hang around on these places and talk a lot, you're probably going to be getting some money. And these are like very great way to distribute the money. I think it's certainly better than what Nano was basically doing. And they have still a lot of reserves, and they will be doing all types of airdrops. Also the Kalium, which is their mobile wallet, they were doing airdrops on there. So people who had installed it and had Banano on the wallet since X day were basically getting out some Banano. Also, people who owned Nano were able to pretty much like, as in my previous video where I showed about the Bitcoin forks, where Nano holders were able to get basically a certain amount of Nano, and they done that twice. And they still have a lot of money in the reserves, and they will be creating different ways to basically distribute the coin in the future in different methods. Not just tips, faucets, and miners, there will be other ways to get it too, until basically all is distributed from the reserves. And there are a couple of exchanges that currently have Banano, no Binance, but these are like decent exchanges such as Mercatox and TXBit. There's also, in terms of wallets, they have a very, very nice mobile wallet, Kalium, which is very, very nice to look at. The user interface is very, very nice. It's easy to use, and they have their own QR code, which has like the Banano or the ape type of thing. So everybody who has a Banano address, there is this sort of avatar that is generated through the random system, and the apes have like, you know, everybody has their own ape based on their address, which is kind of cool feature on its own. Obviously you don't get to choose what the ape looks like, so I'm not necessarily fan with my own ape basically. And then there's a Banano wallet, which is a web-based wallet. There's also a new wallet's probably on the works as well. There are also places where you can use Banano right now, such as Bananobet, which is a dice game. There's Nano Games, which is also a gambling site that allows Nano and Banano. And there has been many different types of faucets also, which are kind of like going on and off. There's like a game faucets basically, and they kind of like innovate them and improve them over time. Sometimes they're closed and sometimes they're open. And basically, like that's Banano in a nutshell. So they have a very big community. It's a very, very big meme coin in general. It's pretty much the number one if you discount Dogecoin as a meme coin, basically. And they have a very, very like high-end developers also on the project, which contribute a lot of things. There's like all the sites that have been associated with Banano look pretty nice, like the Banano Explorers, the Creeper, and etc. All of these sites are very impressive looking, and there's a lot of like basically sites that are associated with Banano that look very, very good, and it's going to be going forward more and more in future, because there, in the end of the day, there's not really that many different type of Feeless coins out there yet. And because of that, I think they will be attracting a lot of different projects out there. And some people who are maybe don't like the Nano community as much, maybe running towards more to Banano. As a closing thoughts, I think Banano has a very, very high chances for scalability to become even a top 100 coin in the future, unless there's going to be like a very, very high wave of Feeless coins in general. Only problems that I see with the projects in general is that it doesn't support smart contracts or tokens. Those are generally things that I like to have on my coin projects. Not every blockchain has to be supporting dApps though. It's not necessary, but I'm just saying smart contracts to me are a great way to create all types of apps and systems around the blockchain. And basically, is it following all the forks that Nano is going to have in the future? I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see, but it's very, very tied into Nano in general. So if Nano does well, I would assume Banano's price will go up a bit as well. And that's pretty much all the things I can share you about Banano. It is a very promising and interesting project out there. And if you're interested in getting your own altcoin featured on this series, well, you can show me some coins basically. You can find my email on the description and also on the video screen right now, or you can just message me on Twitter. And if you want to tip me some Banano, well, please do so as well. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time on the next video.